All right, welcome everybody to the 15th episode of Healthy TV. My name is Dr. John McPhee. I'm one of the docs at the Wellness Group, and I am really excited about sharing the show with you tonight. As the title suggests, I've got I think, one that a lot of you will be interested in. And this is really based on some recent research around a really interesting strategy to whether lose weight or at least maintain a healthy weight. I know it's a big issue. It's certainly something that a lot of people talk to us about at the office, and weight management becomes a challenge, particularly it seems as we get older. And believe it or not, there's a 100% natural strategy that doesn't require you taking any pills or going on any crazy diets, or eating cabbage only, or the whatever it is, the hot lemon and and water for 3 meals a day, or restricting calories or anything like that. This strategy actually is something that you already know how to do, and it's something that's really fairly easy to put into play. And when done correctly, it can really help to normalize your weight. And that's a key feature of this, is that it's not simply just about weight loss, it's about normalizing your weight to what's a healthy normal for you. And now, I know I'm keeping you guys in suspense, and I will for a little bit longer. If this is the first time you're checking into Healthy TV, this is a show that really is my opportunity to share with you simple strategies and tips to really improve your health, and with the goal of developing extraordinary health. That's really my goal, certainly with my own life. And along the way, I learn, I'm constantly researching and discovering new tips and strategies that I apply myself, and then when I get comfortable with them, then I share them with you. So that's really the whole purpose behind the show. And like I said, tonight is this whole month has been about a particular topic, and it ties in to the topic for this evening, and that is sleep. And believe it or not, when you get regular sleep, that is a huge factor in managing your weight. There's some really crazy stats. I'm going to run through a bunch of stuff, but basically, when it comes down to it, when you're sleeping, there's a whole bunch of processes that are ongoing. But one of the features of sleep is that it's all hormonally controlled. And when you have disrupted sleep, or if you're getting less sleep, it throws off a whole bunch of hormones, 2 of which are really important for managing your hunger. Now, it's no surprise that if the more hungry you are, the more you're going to eat, which means you're probably going to take in more calories. And 2 of these hormones, I'll name them, but it's not that important that you know them, but leptin and ghrelin. And those, one is actually one that tells your brain when you're hungry, and the other one is the one that tells your brain when you're full. And under normal circumstances, when your body's functioning optimally, you get adequate amounts of these hormones at appropriate times, so that you either decide to eat or you seek out food. That would be ghrelin. So ghrelin is the one that tells your brain, yeah, I'm hungry, I need to consume some calories, some nutrients. And then leptin gets pumped out when your brain receives a signal saying, yeah, I'm full, I've consumed enough nutrients, and that shuts your hunger signals off. So under normal circumstances, those hormones are in flux before, during, and after you're eating, and they'll actually naturally allow, particularly if you're eating by design, if you're eating the right kinds of nutrient-dense foods, then you'll get those appropriate signals so that you begin and finish eating with the appropriate amounts of calories. What happens though when you're sleeping, even just with one bad night's sleep, we know that has a significant effect on both those hormones. And so what occurs is that your production of ghrelin will go up, and that's the one that tells your brain that you're hungry or that you need to consume calories. And then the other one, it'll actually suppress the production of leptin, and that's the one that tells your brain when you're full. It's the satiety signal. So you get a combination there, and it's really a recipe for disaster. So just with one night's bad sleep. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I know in the past when I've struggled with sleep, it's not just one night, right? It's night after night after night. And the challenge there is that these hormones become very disrupted, and you end up over-consuming in foods. So that's probably the biggest factor when we're getting poor sleep, or poor quantity of sleep, when it relates to weight loss. Now, it's not like getting more sleep just in and of itself is going to cause you to lose weight, but let's say you're getting on average like 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night. That's not enough, right? That's going to be putting you in a sleep debt position. That's going to mess around with these hormones, so you're going to be getting this increased signal to consume. By the way, oftentimes what we reach for whenever we're getting these signals is easy calories. And so in our current lifestyle, most people, that's sugary foods, right? High calorie, low nutrient density foods. So sweets, junk food in general. And so I'm not sure, but you guys, just kind of on that point, when you're tired, so you have this disrupted hormonal signals going on in the brain. And on top of that, when you're tired, it's really hard to make good decisions. I don't know, but I definitely struggle with that. So just the psychological impacts of poor sleep can make you less prone to making good decisions. And so you end up getting, leading toward reaching for the chocolate bar or the muffin or the low quality foods. So that's one feature. And so I was saying, if you're getting 5 to 6 hours a night of sleep, 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night, you're going to be in that disrupted state, more likely to be consuming more calories. You're awake for longer, and so therefore you have more potential for consuming. And so imagine if you're able to extend your sleep up to a normal range, let's say 7 to 8 hours. That way you would actually be getting adequate amounts of sleep for most people. That's going to, over time, it's going to balance out those hormones. It's actually going to create an environment where those two hormones will actually will restore back to their kind of normal by design fluctuations. And that's actually going to lead to you being, having these normal hunger and satiety signals will normalize. So therefore you're going to eat less calories. You're going to be more rested. Therefore you're going to make better choices, probably ones that you've planned around as opposed to just being in survival mode. And all that is going to combine to a healthier lifestyle and ultimately weight loss, if that is a particular issue or goal of yours. So that's why I'd rather look at it. I use the term weight loss, but really it's normalizing weight. I think that's probably the best way to think about it. If you're getting adequate amounts of sleep, let's say you're getting 8 or 9 hours of sleep, getting an extra hour isn't going to make a difference. I would definitely make that argument. So if you're getting adequate amounts of sleep, this is not going to be a silver bullet. But if you're getting poor quality sleep, this is like certainly going to make a difference. And if weight loss is a goal of yours, then normalizing your sleep pattern should be a priority. Okay, so I just wanted to share that simple tip with you guys. If you go back through the previous episodes from October, I go into great depth into why sleep is so important, what happens when you sleep, why it's essential to get adequate amounts of sleep. So if some of this is a little bit foreign to you, just go back, watch those. I think there's 2 other episodes from October, and that'll help to fill out all the other benefits that we get when we are sleeping. And hopefully that'll build a value for you so that you'll start to prioritize getting good quality and quantity of sleep. This may have spurred some questions, and so I see some activity going on in the chat there. So feel free to post any questions as it relates to this topic. I will definitely address those whenever we come back, and I'll actually go through and I'll address them in text form, so you can check back and I'll give you some answers. So please put your questions there. Any other topics that you'd like to learn about? We're going to be entering into a nutrition month, so for the whole month of November I'll be going through different questions relating to nutrition. And so if you have any particular burning questions around food, diet, that kind of stuff, then just chuck it below and I'll make sure to put those in the queue so I can address them in November. All right, thanks for tuning in. We will see you all next week, same time, same place.